Hello, today we're going to rock and roll with our rollers, so grab it. Start by releasing off any tension in the neck. So find a position that's comfortable with the base of your skull. You can hold on in semi-supine, so feet hip width apart, knees bent up. Still find your abdominal connection, and from there just say no. Gently rock the head from side to side, and you can feel any crunchy bits. Gradually making the movement a little bit larger, taking that no all the way over. And then this time, as you say no, just nod the head at that furthest point and back and over and nod and back. You might need to readjust the roller at any point during the session. And of course you can do most of these exercises without the roller at all. So you can do this exercise standing or sitting. It's just looking from side to side and then nodding the chin down to the chest. Final time. And give the roller a little scoot down your back to find the base of your shoulder blades, big scapula, so about bra strap level for ladies amongst us. Hands behind head, and then just press your head into your hands. Keep the shoulders nice and wide, draw them down your back. Breathe in just to extend the back as far as is comfy. This is only a nice warm-up stretch. And then breathe out. Engage the abdominals to pull you forward. Keep pressing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. So breathing in to extend the back, breathing out, curl it forward. You're not coming off the roller, you're just using it for a little bit of massage, and you can increase that just by lifting your pelvis ever so slightly, keeping the abs engaged, curling forward, and make sure your feet are flat, big toe, little toe and heel, shoulders still relaxed. Just a couple more. Final time. Breathing in to go over. Breathing out to come up. And then we'll change the position of the roller elegantly, smoothly, in a flowing movement in Pilates style. Come to sit at the very end. It depends obviously how tall you are and long in the body. Just walk yourself back. And you should have base of your skull and the base of your pelvis on the roll. And just take a moment to feel and find your balance. You might want your knees up and your feet slightly closer to your bottom, slightly wider than hip width apart, and arms lightly touching. We'll just again start to loosen off the lower back. So rocking the pelvis from side to side. So dropping one hip down, then bringing it back up, dropping the other hip down. All the time trying to feel the width in your shoulders. I don't mind how you breathe on here. It might be easy to breathe out, to draw the hip back. or do a whole in breath and out breath for each move. And then just little pelvic tilt, so you're softening your back onto the roller. And you might find using this, it really highlights areas that you might not normally feel working without a prop. And if you've got any kinks or imbalances, it's certainly harder to keep in alignment, which is brilliant because it's helping each of us to be conscious of what our body is like. And then do some little rocks. So make it into a little pelvis clock, tilt, roll, whatever you fancy calling it. Controlling everything still through the abdominals. Trying to keep the roller as still as possible. I'm just doing a couple in each direction, but you can just do one in reverse direction. Just have a little play around. It's all about loosening off whilst you're maintaining that control. And then just come back, realign, nice and central. If you need to shift. And we'll do some tiny pelvic tilts. Again, softening the lower back into the roller. Breathing into release. Breathing out. Tilting the pubic bone towards you and breathing in to restack. Let's take it into full tilt, so gradually work up the back as normal, keeping that pelvis tilted towards you. Breath in to hold, breathing out. Place the back down. And again, breathing out, peeling off a little bit higher. Breath in to hold, keeping that pubic bone curl towards you as you soften through the front of the body, melting back down into the roller and re-centralizing. You can keep your hands loosely on the floor if you need for balance. And again, breathing out, peeling off, so up to the scapula. Breathing in to hold and breathing out. Soften, work through the middle, lower back. And then unpeel. And again, adjust your foot position. It'll feel very different. And if you want to, you can take your arms up to the ceiling. Breath in, breathing out, peeling down. So yes, have a play around with where your legs and feet are most comfortable. Peeling off. Breath in, breathing out. Breathing out, peeling off. Reach arms for the ceiling as you breathe in. Breathe out, soften through the chest. Piping your spine back, keeping that pubic bone curl towards you until the last moment. Oh, that feels quite challenging. Then have a reshuffle, arms up to the ceiling. Keep your legs where they are, abs engaged. Reach as you protract forward. Breathe out. Just draw the shoulder blades around the roller, keeping your arms as straight as possible, but don't lock the elbows. Reaching up and peeling around. And think of the shoulders reaching. Imagine they're pushing the arms up and pulling the arms down. And again, breathe in to reach. Breathe out, wrap them round. All the time keeping your abs engaged. So I feel I have my serious face on today. I'm having to concentrate quite hard. One more, reaching up and drawing back. Then palms away from you. Just make sure you've got some length in your neck. As you breathe in, take the arms to your ears. Breathe out, knit the ribs down, engage the abs, and just let them hang behind your head. And back. Breathing out. So start breathing in. Breathe out, just let them be heavy. So my arms are going nowhere near the floor. I've got a little bit of pain in my right shoulder, so I'm just controlling it. Just have an extra breath here this time and soften the elbows, aiming the backs of the hands and the backs of the arms to the floor, but they don't need to reach it at all. Then straighten and draw back up. Soften. Feel that opening round the front of the very top of the shoulder. Lengthen away. Breathing out to come to the start. One more. Breath in, then breath out. Breathe in to hold and soften the elbows. Straighten again. Breathing out. This time bend your arms and again just wrap the shoulder blades, the scapula around the roller. And we'll do sort of chicken wings. So breathing in, stretch away. Breathing out, think squeezing an orange under your armpit to draw the elbows back towards you. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. So I'm getting a little bit of a massage at the back of the shoulders as well as working the shoulder joint and your deltoids and various other muscles around the rotator cuff, the biceps and triceps. It's lovely. There we go, one more. And then arms down by your sides. So from there, just turn your palms over, just imprint your lower back onto the roller a little bit more, knit the ribs down, engage the abs. We'll do our toe taps. So feet stay slightly wider than hip width apart, peel one foot off the floor and then place it down again. And again, keeping tension out of the neck if you can, out of the feet. If you find you need more stabilization today, then just take your arms wider and loosely allow your fingers to rest on the floor. So trying to keep that imprint. And then if you're happy, you can take your legs into tabletop, keeping the abs scooped in and up, ribs down, and then tapping down. Breathing out to draw them back. Breathe in, tap it down. Breathing out to return. Breathe in to tap. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Change it to flex feet, so heel down. And as always, the further you take the toe tap, the more you have to work through the abdominals and your core. So keep control of the joint. Keeping the movement nice and flowing. Making sure you're still relaxed through the neck and shoulders. Final one. Then place your feet down. Still just slightly wider than hip width apart. And we'll do arm and leg slides. So again, imprint onto the roller so you've got all of your back firmly placed. Lifting the arms up to the ceiling to start with. Then let's lift a leg and extend opposite arm and leg away. You can just work on the arms if you want to start with, or just the legs, and back. And as ever, it's that changeover point that's the tricky bit. That didn't go well, did it? Let's try again. Lifting up, extending away. Oh, see, I've lost my imprint. So do as I say, not as I do. I'm going to readjust. There's no shame in that at all. Lifting and peeling. Extending one arm and leg away. And then back. And down. And then up. Extend away. I'm working very hard today, as you can see. You can just work the legs. And just lightly hold yourself on the floor with your fingers. It's really important you just work at a level that you can make the best movement possible, rather than trying everything and just tweaking something, or just arms. If you feel today is an arm day, allow the stretch and lengthen, and then back. Whatever version you're doing, make this the final one. Balance it up the other side. And then hands behind head. Elbows nice and wide. Again, just double check your feet are slightly wider than hip width, and breathe it out. Peel the back off. Breathe it in to return. And again, press your head into your hands, just to make sure you're not putting any extra tension. And again, I keep saying and again, but so many things to think about. Use this as a lovely massage. You're using the abs to draw the ribs down towards the pelvis. The tailbone is staying firmly placed on the roller. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And again. That's good, huh? One more. And we'll move on to our, and let's move on to our obliques. So rotate the upper half along round the roller, and then curl up as high as you can, and then back, and change sides. Roll the top half, curl it up, and back, and centre. Roll off slightly, curl it up. Keep pressing your head into your hands. And centre, roll it off, curl it up. Breathing out as you curl up, scooping through the abs. So you're thinking rotating before you're lifting. And centre. Trying to keep the bottom half stable. I think I just slid rather than rotated there. So drop the shoulder round, curl it up, come as high as you can, and centre. So shoulder down, rotate it up, that's a little bit better, and down. Imperfection is a part of life, isn't it? Ooh. It would be boring if everything was simple. No, this way is not good for me today. really highlighting what I need to work on. But it feels good, it feels good. One more each way. Breathing out, curling it up. Centre, final time. Drop the shoulder, curl it around, curl it up. And back. And just bring your arms back down by your side. And just lie there for a couple of seconds to breathe. And let's change position again. Roll off sideways from your roller, so nice and safe. We'll try doing some footwork. So I'm going to scoot back up. Lengthen your neck away. Feet on the roller, nice and parallel. Abs down, ribs engaged. And we'll just extend away. Draw the abs. And 7. And 6. And 5. So you're trying to keep your knees pointing upwards and in line. So no rocking in and out. You can flex your feet at the end if you want, a little bit of massage. I've lost count, but I think there are 2 left. There's my signature. And 1. Then change it so the heels are together. Same thing. So extend, squeeze the inner thighs and out. So just let your feet be soft. Nothing too taxing. One more. And then things get hot. So just roll the roller in, find hip width apart and put the soles of your feet on the roller. Obviously it moves, so be careful. We're going to bridge. If you want to work without it or if you cramp, come off the roller. Nothing behind the head, but keep the neck nice and long. Breathing out, narrow at the hip joint, squeeze the bum, lift it up and down. Breathing out. Breath in to hold. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breath in, breath out, breathe it out, breath in, breath out. Keep going, breathe it out. If you're happy to, lift one leg and down and down. Breathe out, squeezing the bum to lift without dropping the pelvis and down. So whatever version you're doing, feel free to keep doing it to the best of your ability, keeping the integrity of the movement, keeping the abs engaged, trying not to drop the pelvis. Lift it up. If you want to extend a leg, feel free. Just do one at a time, I reckon. It's hard on the old hamstrings. Oh. Very hard on the old hamstrings. Try not to grip the mat too much. Whatever version you're up to, just do 2 more. So final one. And down. And again, just extend. Draw in. Extend the legs. Perhaps rock them around a little bit. Draw them in. And let's just extend and draw in, extend, lift a leg and draw in. And draw the roller in, keep that leg extended. Draw it in, change sides, beat it down, bend the knee, extend the long leg, draw the roller in, draw the roller out, leg up to the ceiling, beat down. So doing a little développé. Just to stretch things out a little bit. Get a hamstring stretch. Back to the ceiling. Bend the knee, extend the leg, draw the roller in, draw the roller out, extend the free leg to the ceiling, beat it down. Bend the knee, extend it away, draw it in, then change sides. So other leg free floating, extend the roller away, extend the free leg to the ceiling, beat it down, bend it in, send the long leg away, draw the roller in, change, beat down, up. So send the leg away, draw it back in as the roller goes out, beat the leg down. And again, you might need to readjust the roller if you've lost the positioning through the feet, but it's also quite nice if it does roll up your leg, a little bit of a calf massage. Doesn't go amiss. If you find you've got a bit of a clunky hip, don't beat down so far. If there's no pain, it's probably okay. Just a bit tight in the hip flexors. One more. And then come off the roller. So let's change position again. We'll do some push-up work. Not much today. Roll the roller back, and I want you to come forward so the roller is above your knees. And then you can open your legs and just cross at the ankle. Think about drawing the shoulder blades down your back. And from here, try and keep the elbows close to your chest. So we'll do some tricep presses. You want to keep the abs drawing in. So I'm looking down. I should have the crown of my head reaching away. Drawing up, scooping up through the abs. If it's too much, just stay down a little bit. Well, that's quite hefty as well. So my eye line is roughly towards the end of my mat for me, keeping the neck long. And cross your ankles, and we'll take the elbows wide. So think lifting the heart, scooping up with the abs. And two, final one. Uncross, feet down, reach forward. Actually, just again, use the roller just to stretch out any tension and release the wrists again. Nice exercises now. Let's come to sitting on the roller, so be careful, don't let it roll behind you. Little frog legs, so heels together, knees out to the side. We'll do our spine stretch forward. So think squeezing the inner thighs together, you get a little massage in the back of your legs. Reaching the arms forward, head between the arms. Actually, let's open the arms out nice and wide as we come to sitting tall. Keeping the abs engaged the whole time. Pressing the inner thighs together, squeezing there. So you're getting a lovely stretch. And extend actually as we look up to the ceiling. Rolling forward. Think the upper back extending, heart lifting. This is lovely, I like this a lot. Lift the heart. Final time. Breathing out to reach. Breathing in to open. Then let's do spine twist. You can stay here, palms facing down. Breathe in to rotate. And breathe out to center. Think shoulders widen down. And think the back of the shoulder blade is leading the movement. Remember, you're spiraling up to the ceiling every time you come back to that center point. Keeping the abs engaged. Thinking tall. Your arms stay in line, so imagine you're holding a nice long broomstick. So they don't move and lead the movement. It's all coming from your ribs, your oblique muscles. One more this way. One more back. So breathing out, suck it back. And then gracefully come off the roller. Scoot down towards the front of your mat. We'll do rolling like a ball or sort of straight leg, open leg rocker hybrid. So you want, if you can, to hold the roller underneath your thighs and knees. And then roll it back. So make sure you've got nothing behind you. Don't slap your head. Come to that point where you have to hold the balance point. Try lifting the heart. It's actually more challenging when you've got extra weight, however light the roller is, forward. So we're doing a flexion as we roll back, nice and controlled. Oh, see, lose it there. Extend the heart up at that top point. Keeping the head nodded will help. Lift and roll back. And roll back. One more, roll it back. And lie down, position the roller just the base of top end of your pelvis. We will use this to do our lovely scissors. So I recommend holding the roller in position either at the ends or just round like I am. Turn your legs out, feet, heels together, abs are still engaged, make sure you can move your neck, and then scissor, scissor, back, scissor, scissor, back. Keeping the abs down, no movement in the pelvis, that stays nice and stable. Trying to get the legs equidistant, so if you can get your leg, as I can, towards the ground, but you can't get your leg over your head, just go as far as the leg that's most restricted, if that makes sense. So I certainly can't get my leg any closer to my head. So I'm trying to keep the legs equidistant. Think length behind the back of the knees. One more. Then we'll add on to helicopter. So scissor, scissor, circle round. Scissor, scissor, reverse circle round. Keeping the turn out so your heels are facing the whole time. Scissor, scissor, round we go. Scissor, scissor, round, and scissor, scissor, round. Legs together, and we just do double leg circles. So bring the legs overhead, round, and back up. Again, trying to make the circles as equal as possible. And then reverse the direction, so legs down, keeping control of the abs. I think I'll make a little square there. And then bend the knees. Let's roll the roller away ever so slightly. Come onto your side. We will just do one exercise, the shell. So make your top half comfortable. Come onto the side of your hip. Bottom knee bent up, resting against the end of the roller. top leg just on the end, and think about all of the normal underneath waist drawing up. And then breathe out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoot round, either roll over to the other side. I don't want to be rude. I'll have my back to you. So same setup. Find your side line, and 10, 8, shoulders down, 7, and 6. If you need to focus on the bum, just put a finger in to feel the muscle working. And 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give that hip a little bit of love. Then roll over, and we'll just work a little bit more of back extension in our lovely swan dive or cobra. So take the roller just base of your wrists, separate your legs, squeeze your bottom, head is hovering, and from here as you breathe out, draw the shoulder blades of scapula down your back, squeeze your bum just to the point that you're happy to lift the heart and come up without feeling anything in your lower back, and then extend away. You can have your arms with your palms facing. That might give a little bit of extra opening for you. Depends how your shoulder is fixed, basically. Draw the shoulder blades of scapula down, keep the pubic bone earthed into the mat, squeezing the bum. Think lifting the heart, feel that extra stretch from tummy button through the chest. It's quite lovely. So you don't have to come up really high. And again, breathing out. And if you've got a watch on like me, you might want to take that off. Final time, breathing out, coming up. And then back. And arms off the roller. Sit back into that child pose. Breathe, really send your bottom down to your heels. And then let's finish stretching out with the mermaid. So come to whatever is comfortable for you. Roller at the side. And then as you breathe out, roll it away. Breathe in to hold a little side stretch. Breathe out to re-sit up tall. And again, breathing out. Try to keep both bottom cheeks down on the floor. One more. And sitting tall. And again, either turn round or just scoot your roll over the other side. And for 3. Find that side stretch. Sitting tall. Think about the knees magnetizing together while they keep apart. So it's that inner thigh connection, keeping the lower body stable. And then from there, just come onto your hands and knees if you can. We will do our thread the needle. So find a nice position where the roller again is to your side. Arm out, thread it through. Find the back of the hand on the roller. Breath in to hold. Breath out to unpeel. And feel free to rotate and look the other way. And again. Keeping the abs engaged. Final time. Even this is quite a bit of work on the old triceps and arms. You can probably see through the lens I'm still shaking. So again, back in the quadruped. Arm out to the side. Thread it through. Rotate the ribs. Watch it go. Breathing out to draw the roller back. And look up to the ceiling. And again, breathing out. Breath in to hold. Breath out, draw the roller back in. Rotate up. Final time. Reach it out. Draw it back in. Work the legs quite a bit as well. So we'll just finish off with a little hamstring release. So you want to get the roller, so it's mid-thigh. And it is basically just roll backwards and forwards. Just allow the legs to be heavy. Don't sink into the shoulders and just hang. You want to feel tall and proud through the chest. Rolling that out. And then scoot over. You can do the same thing for the front of the thighs. So again, position the roller just above the knees, back onto our forearms. And again, pivot and roll. So keeping the abs drawn up to make sure you're safe. Roll up and down the front of your thigh. If you want to, you can cross your legs. You'll get into your vastus medialis oblique, one of the 4 muscles in your thighs, the one that runs from the knee up the inside area of the front of the thigh. And if you uncross, bring your legs together and perhaps turn round so your legs are internally rotated. We'll get a little bit of the lateral quad. Similarly, if you cross your leg over the underneath leg, flex the foot, you might need to again reposition yourself. Holding yourself strong, working through the outer thigh. It's very much through the IT band that us runners get pain in occasionally. If we find knee pain on the outside of the knee, especially going down hills or downstairs, could be because the IT band is nice and tight, or too tight rather. So a bit of rolling would certainly help that. And then I will just scoot over to the other side, so excuse my back. Same thing, just so you can see. Keeping the shoulders nice and strong. Don't go over the knee. Just find the points that are really ouchy, if there are any. And then roll over. Come back to sitting, and you've done another class. Well done. See you again very soon.